Okay. So I guess we're doing the last session. Hopefully. Hopefully. I don't need a third pair of pants for this game. I just got a message and all I can read is I'm autistic. I don't know why that's so funny. Lord. Go on site. I was going to put my watch back on. My watch vibrated. Because I want to be able to measure my heart rate. I really wish you could skip this.
I think that's enough of that for now.
Oh. I didn't know I could do that. Did I do that? Did he do that?
You're quite fond of this show, aren't you?
Maybe? What business is it of yours?
Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room.
Why do I feel like I'm a kid? In a wheelchair?
This place must be starting to feel like home to you.
Yeah, totally. Totally like home. But not creepy at all.
Try and get you out of here eventually.
Okay.
So just in here.
I'm trying to get a sense of what, like, year it is, but... oh, excuse me. Well, the cassette tape probably doesn't help. As in, it probably gives it away.
Are we through in the next room? Just relax, and we'll get started in a moment.
Okie dokie. Can I touch it? No? Oh.
Right, Mr. Asian, now are you ready?
Yes, Mr. Asian is ready.
Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready.
I really want to make him wait, but...
This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian. As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident. In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination.
Weird.
These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this.
No, I can't. Shut up.
James, it's time to remember. Your mind is like a conscious black box. It can show you your memories. Look into it.
Okay, I'm back at the station.
In your most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station. You were isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma. We interacted with you
Central
daily,
Operations Message Authentication Coma.
encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything really to bring you back.
That makes sense.
People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
Alright. I think it's the one line. I didn't do the right one. Oh.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this.
So I'm guessing that's meant to be the date. So 19th of December, 1986. Which is... oh... Road traffic accident report file. 20F, fatal accident, James Asian. 10th of the 1st, 63, station wagon white. Happened on the 20th of the 3rd, 86, on Pleasant Hill Forest Road with 2 vehicles. 1 injured. I can't see if anyone got deceased. So it was a white station wagon. Charles Hennings was driving. He was 46. Yeah, 46 at the time. Plate number. Arrived on scene to discover, let's zoom out a little bit, 2 cars that had been involved in a near head-on collision. Mr. Asian found lying down outside his vehicle with head injuries, and an ambulance was immediately called. His passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical condition from wounds sustained in the collision. The driver of the blue sedan, Mr. Hennings, was found dead on arrival. It was noticed that there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver and an empty whiskey bottle on the passenger seat. Mr. Asian was questioned on scene. He described the oncoming blue sedan being clearly out of control, which he swerved to avoid. Mr. Asian's passenger was his sister. Ugh. The driver of the blue sedan is an ex-police officer of 20 years. Alright, I'm guessing that was what I was meant to see. Interesting.
23-year-old. Type in the numbers.
Okay, so what have I missed? So, what's to sign this? Got like Dwight Alexander? Alexander. That was a name that came up. So it's asking for line 1, line 2, line 3. So, 20F fatal accident. Empty whiskey out of control. Oops. Guessing I need to be more case sensitive. But give it a go. Yeah, I just double check the case. It's all upper. See if that works right. Okay, yep. I wonder if being a cop would ruin that sort of reveal to you. So searching.
Find the signal, James.
Audio
This is the
archive
voices.
reporting officer.
You have to face it,
NS1
James.
Officer Williams interview.
Finally.
7000 FM.
It's not likely, at all. I've worked with Officer Henning
Oh.
for 6 years, and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband. He was fine. No way he caused this. It's him.
Oh
This
god.
Haitian guy. He's got something to hide.
Alright. Doesn't make sense to you. No, it does not. You step into the hospital ward only to see it seems abandoned. Your vision is blurry. This is the room I was just in. It's still recording. All of your episodes were recorded to tape. This is the 4th. Oh, the sound is eerie. Don't have that 5th pint. First steps to recovery. Oh. I'm just gonna... I think I need to buy like a USB hard drive monitor and just like, if I'm gonna play this kind of shit, just fuck me. Apparently I'm only at 76 beats per minute. It's a recording of Officer
him lying
Williams.
there sobbing while his sister died in the car next to him. While Hennings died next to him. What the fuck was he thinking? She was still alive when we got to her. If he'd have done something, they could all still be here.
So they're trying to pass the blame of this drink driving accident onto me. Okay. You grab the keys from the table, they weigh heavy in your hand. Oh god, I've clicked away again. Alexander notes.
First session with Mr. James Asian, although I fear it will certainly not be his last. When asked about events that have happened in the past, he confused fact and fiction and told us a story about a computer game that was talking to him.
You wash your hands, but in this place it feels
His
pointless.
Mum and Dad's house, and he always talked about a room with a red X, one he couldn't get in. I don't know what any of this means or what it's got to do with the accident, but I guess some more sessions will maybe reveal that. We're going to try again tomorrow.
I only caught a glimpse of the room, you guess that's why there is no detail here. Williams, who was their investigator on the accident.
At the wheel, and not this little shit. If he wakes up, when he wakes up, I want answers. Until then, you handle it. You write it up. I'm out.
He spent most waking moments in here. The only video they have some horror compilation. Trash. Starting to believe that. Seats of visitors, not that you've ever had any. Ugh. It's giving me the heebies. The waiting area is dark, but you feel a presence. Oh god. Feel a presence right behind you. Can we like not? This is just keep reading, keep reading. How do I like turn on continuous? Fuck me, someone's breath on your neck standing over you. You feel dread in the pit of your stomach. 87 beats per minute, by the way.
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident.
Okay.
I'm getting no pulse. Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules. Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10. Come on.
Why am I controlling it? Oh, that's creepy. What am I doing?
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10.
Oh.
Clear. No reaction from first stage. Let's try higher. 200 joules. Keep the amp charged at 10.
Okay, so this makes sense. He's recalling this as like some alien
200
experiment.
joules. Keep the charge at 10. Let's go. Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again. 360, charge full.
This is strange. I don't know what's happening. But it's not scary anymore, which is
Come on,
something.
360, hurry.
Oh,
Clear. Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse.
I can see my eyes moving
Rhythm is
with
stable.
the
We
mouse.
need to run an X-ray right away.
Do I remember how to do
That
this?
X-ray. Let's get it going now, please.
I don't remember how to do it. Shit, turn that off, that's right.
Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation. Switch on a drill, please.
Oh,
Mr. Asian, you've made excellent progress. You're doing great. We need you to stay calm and try to relax while we go through these next steps.
oh fuck
We're going
me.
to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Nope. Not even a little. I don't miss the Commodore 64 tape loading. Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you'll leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mum, Dad, and your sister Jennifer has decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room, and as usual, you don't recognize a soul. The room is full of chatty strangers, mostly friends of Mum and Dad. There is a door to the hall. Go to hall. Push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever, only this time the folks have put a great big banner up across the main wall. Half-finished drinks and are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. Same as ever. Stairs, door to the living room, and door to the kitchen. Okay. Let's go to the kitchen. They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. The kitchen is full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table, and the party is in full swing. Dad has cooked a hog roast, which sits proudly on the table, although no one is eating it. Look around. There is a utility room and writing on the wall. Also, Jen is here signaling you. Look at wall. Look at writing. Door. The door's unlocked. That's odd. Go to utility room. Just as you're about to head inside the utility room, Jen places her hand on your shoulder. You hug, you're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks if you're enjoying the party. Question mark. Yes. You tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. She tells you to enjoy it anyway and to loosen up. She asks you to get her a drink. Drink. Oops. She speaks up over the din, asking you to get her a drink. Get a drink. Oh. You pour Jen a drink, and one for yourself too. Oh god, it was me, wasn't it? There's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks you if everything's sorted for the big trip. Yes? You tell her yes, that you have packed everything with plenty of room to spare. Another hug. Your family have really gone out of the way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective and maybe not fuck up so much. She's going to miss you. You are going to miss her. She walks away. Jen has disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at the approving faces. There is so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink. Drink. You're pouring down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Oh, fuck me. Read right. Read wall. Okay, look at wall. Open door. You open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskies, ceiling to floor racks, a collector. Although he does actually drink them too, there is a bottle with a ribbon around it and a card. Look at the card. You pick up the whiskey and the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we are so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year-old double malt. You shouldn't really, but you have to try it. Drink. With your whiskey in hand, you take in the room about you. There must be hundreds, no thousands of pounds worth of drinks in here. You really must thank your dad for the whiskey. Drink. Open whiskey. Oops. Open whiskey. Okay, let's just look around. There are racks of fine wines and a door to the kitchen. Right through kitchen. You head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. You stumble out of the utility room back into the kitchen. That is one strong whiskey. You take another swig and give the thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. I can't remember how I read the wall. Busy and noisy, we'll need to find somewhere quieter. Leave room. You go back out to the hallway. A few bumps and laughs on the way through and you make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen. Covered in... oh, fuck me. Covered in blood. Speak to Jen. She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. Round. Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tears. Leave. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Oh, Lord. Rye. Sorry, I don't understand. Talk to Jen. Sorry, I don't understand. Leave. Okay, so that's the face that's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I'm so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
So I killed her because I was drunk driving. You're standing in the hallway. Something has stopped you in your tracks. While searching your mind, your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. Shit. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. No. Yes. Look around. Doors to the kitchen and living room lead from here while stairs can take you up. While stairs can take you up. Go upstairs. You'd love to call it a night, but Jen is waiting patiently. Leave. Go to car. Talk to Jen. Yeah, we can talk in the car. Go get your keys. Keys. Oh, that's what the keys are weighing heavy. Oh, God. Living room. The room has a much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat on chairs having civilized conversations. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mum is pouring a drink at the drinks cabinet. Look at coffee table. Drinks on coasters like proper civilized people. You can't see your keys. Talk to mum. Tears immediately start to appear in her eyes. My son off to America. She gives you a hug. Leave. Okay, empty-handed, you head back to the hall. Yes, I'm in the hall, so I'm going to look for my keys in the kitchen. Points to the living room inside. I'm going to go to the kitchen anyway. Kitchen is busy, way too many people crammed in here, but I guess this is where the food and drink are at. Exclamation. The guests are like a set of vultures picking at the roast on the kitchen counter. Your dad is locking up the utility room. Look around. It's difficult to move around in between all the people in the kitchen table. Look at the table. Table is a mess. Party food mixed, unclaimed drinks, used napkins, no keys though. Talk to Dad. Dad tells you to take your sister home, but to go slowly since you've had a few drinks already. Oh, fuck me. Yes, bottle of whiskey in hand, but no car keys. Jen points to the living room inside as she puts on a coat to go to the living room. You sure your keys are in the living room? Same thing again. Look at cabinet. Coca-Cola and wine spirits. Definitely no keys in here. So look at the table. Find keys. Look in pocket. Talk to guests. Okay, look around again. Coffee table, a drinks cabinet. One of the chairs is overflowing with jackets and coats. Look at chair. Friends in conversation, jackets and coats everywhere. Lift jackets. Pick up jackets. That's gotta be something to do with that chair. Search chair. Coat. Jacket. Key. Mum. Talk to mum. No. I was just testing the language parsing. So let's look around again. A coffee table, a drinks cabinet. One of the chairs is overflowing with jackets and coats. Look in coats. You search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours. Aha! Car keys in the pocket. You grab both. Okay, leave. Keys in hand, you head back into the hall. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning and no one else is in any fit state to drive. You can handle it though. You know the road like the back of your hand, don't you? No. Leave. You open the front door and walk out into the freezing night. Cold air hits you and you are glad you have your jacket with you. There is a dusting of snow around you as you step down from the porch. The yard extends around the back of the house and the car's at the front of the house. Crisp snow, cold air and dark. Let's get this over with. Go to backyard. Apart from the little light escaping from the party indoors, the yard is pitch black. You used to love stargazing here. You stumble around the darkness looking for the perfect spot to take in the majesty of the night sky. Look at sky. You gaze up at the night sky. For some reason you don't recognize any of the star patterns tonight. Right, Jennifer looks relieved as you head back around to the front of the house. Right, so same thing again. This is a drink driving PSA. I'm going to be very annoyed. Go to car. You fumble with the car handle confused until Jen tells you to maybe use the key in your hand. You eventually get the door open and climb inside. The car is freezing as you fumble around with your seatbelt. Your sister opens up the car glove box and hands you a note and a key that was inside. She tells you that it was for when you return. Read note. The written notice from your dad and reads, "Hi son, hope you enjoy your break. You'll need to fire up the generator around back to get the power and lights on. Also found something in the attic for you. It's in your room. Enjoy." Okay. That's the computer I'm currently on. Leave. Jennifer is getting impatient. If you value your life, you had better get her home first. Go to Jen's home. Leave. Drive. The car doesn't move, given that the engine isn't actually on. It's like you've never driven before. Fucking hell. Turn on car. You try to turn the ignition with sheer willpower, despite holding keys. Oh my god. It's going full mud. Takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the key into the ignition. Turn key. You turn the key in the ignition and the car roars to life. I get it. You're drunk, you have to think about everything. Drive. The car squeals but stays stationary. Jen suggests releasing the brake. Release brake. If I can spell it right. Very hesitantly release the handbrake. Drive. Put in gear. Okay, I was just fucking with you. You put the car in gear and pull out the driveway like a first-time driver. You really shouldn't be driving. I am driving very drunk on the road towards the town where your sister stays. Jen started dosing off as soon as the journey got going. This shouldn't take long. You come to a junction. Is it left or right? You can't remember. Look around. The road goes off to the left and the right. You can't remember which way. The roads are quiet always. Go left. We don't want to you, but you better ask Jen for directions. Ask Jen for directions. She grunts and throws her arm to the left. It's left. Of course it's left. Go left. Let's go right. As you start to turn right, a startled Jen grabs the wheel. It's left, not right. Fair enough. Confident that you are on the right road now, you loosen up and put your foot down on the accelerator. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in a chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down. Slow down. That's not what really happened though, is it?
You're all over the place, James. Pull over.
Jen is hitting your arm and yelling at you. Crazy sister. Strange G. There is a set of headlights coming directly at you, but really slow, like slow motion. Ah, fucking hell. You're not sure why the headlamps are in front of you. Swerve. You try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's no way to control it. The lights merge with your car. The outside joins the inside. The whole world...
James, for fuck's sake, pull over!
The whole world around you begins to scream.
James!
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself. And then you made it worse. Go on. Show us what you did.
I planted the bottle. You wake up in the car. Your world is upside down. Your seatbelt struggles against gravity trying to hold you in your seat. The impact into another car has torn a hole in the chassis. Poison fumes spill into your car from the engines. You're in grave danger. You have to get out of here. What do you want? Take off belt. You release yourself from the seat. Gravity takes over as you slump onto the roof of the car. Jen. She's alive, but she has been hurt bad. She's trapped in the wreckage. Take off Jen's belt. You have already taken off your seatbelt. Saved your life. Leave car. Oops. You squeeze through the wreckage and fall to your knees on the ground next to you, next to your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your chest. Your head is throbbing. A blue car has smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You are standing holding your whiskey and your dad's note, and flashing lights are approaching at a distance. Okay. Hide whiskey. Well, that's not smart thinking, James, is it? They will eventually find it there and will link it to you. Hide whiskey in other car. With the lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the shrill of the sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle to remove your connection with the whiskey. You then very deliberately spill the remainder of the bottle's contents onto the driver, and you toss the incriminating evidence, I don't know why I got closer, onto his passenger seat. A circle of flashing lights surround you, illuminating the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people, all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. Oh, fuck me. The red and blue flashing lights are causing the pain in your head to be all the more severe. Talk to silhouette. You try to talk, but you are not making any sense. Leave? Sorry, you are not making any sense. Walk? I forgot what I had to do here. Get up. Walk towards silhouette. Oh god. Look at car. Okay. Look at crash site. The lights are over. Oh god, heating. What? No? Overwhelming. All other details are fading into the past. Look at people. Okay. Look at light, I guess. You see visions of your sister as you look into the pulsating lights. Look at sister. Go towards light. Okay. Walk towards light. Talk. Try to talk, but you're not making any sense. Ah, Jesus Christ. I can't remember what I did here in the other one. That light actually is not helping me. Scream. Help me. Cry. Let's go to that next to give me a fucking headache. One figure steps out of silhouette and walks towards you. Walk forward. Walk. Move towards silhouette. That figure. Silhouette is a police officer and in uniform. He beckons you to approach. Move forward. Oh, God, how do I do this? Why can't I just walk towards police officer? Go to police. There you go. As you approach the man, pulsating lights around you get dimmer and dimmer while the pain in your head increases. You fall to the ground at his feet.
I know you. I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me. You have to remember. It was all your fault. I know what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man. You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives.
No, please leave me alone.
You couldn't even take responsibility. You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it. Say it, James.
You make me.
Say it. Tell them.
Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Asian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect it'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Right. So that was a very strange ending. I'm missing one achievement. How very annoying. I'm just looking at the achievements now. Well, there's two. One is a hidden one and one is get all other achievements. Okay. It's an interesting... It's one of those games where it's just like it's a game but it's not. It's like a message. It's a book. It's a short story kind of thing. Snoop Dougie Doug Jones. Oh, Doug Johns. Okay, cool. Sure. I'm not sure what to think about that. Like the first episode was creepy, and then the second episode was a little bit creepy as well. And the third episode has moments, but this one was more of a, I guess, a sort of like a summing up of what was happening. And I think I like it. Ah, there you go. I just unlocked Stories Told, the last achievement. So that means the other one would have unlocked. That doesn't make any sense. How do I unlock everything if the last achievement is get all other achievements? Okay. So there's nothing else. Well, I am unsure how to sort of feel about that. It's odd. It's very, very odd. And I'm not sure how to feel. But that's the end. I do hope you've enjoyed it. I did enjoy myself. Sort of a short, sharp kind of game and a short, sharp kind of series. So if you watched this far, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you with whatever bullshit I come up with next time.